all been raised on television to believe that one day we'd all be millionaires and movie gods and rock stars. But we won't. We're slowly learning that fact. And we're very, very pissed off.
All right. It's 6 a.m. Ready to start our Sink the Planet ride. All right, let's go. All right, everyone, let's get this done. All right, so, this Sink the Planet ride was actually a great idea. Dockman Rides probably had no idea how big this was probably going to get. But, for people like me who, we're just getting started into motovlogging, this is actually a great thing, because it's nice to know that there is a large community of us out there, that, for whatever reason, we like to motovlog. So it's great. I was trying to think of a bunch of different topics. I know I did a video on my pre-thoughts on it about being jaded in the military and stuff like that, about world peace. It was kind of a tough talk to have, even though it was just with myself on the bike. But come on, people, let's go. Anyway, so it really is a great idea. I talked a little bit about egos, and just setting your ego aside, opens so many doors for you to be able to actually, be a better person in the world. And sometimes it breaks stereotypes of other people. I'm not gonna lie, it's a long road. They've got a long road ahead of us. We live in a world that's divided by everything. Divided by what football team you like, or whether you like football or soccer, or is it called football in so it's like, oh well, it's American football, and then the rest of the world calls soccer football. It's like, who cares, really, seriously? We're divided by political parties, and then people are ready to go at blows for what political party they are affiliated with. Oh, I don't like you, you're a Democrat. Oh, I'm not going to help you, you're a Republican. It's like, who cares? There's a long road ahead, but riding in the dark here like this, it really makes me think. I read this book a long time ago, and I don't want to sound too cheesy, but it was by Wayne Dyer. And one of the statements he was talking about, going through life, and people being worried about what's ahead of you on the road, and this and that, and how do you foresee things, and the whole what if thing, what ifing yourself to death. Well, riding in the dark, here with this single motorcycle headlight makes me think about it, because he made a reference. He said, you can drive all the way from New York to California, and you can't see the whole road. And if you're driving at night, you can only see where your headlights are. I don't know what's going to be another mile down the road. My headlights only shine a couple 100 feet ahead of me. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to get down to the end of the road. So, you don't have to know all the ins and the outs and the what ifs and what's going to be so far down the road. So, you just take it a little bit at a time. You just think what can I do today to be a better person? What can I do today to help somebody? I don't have to make all these big plans about what charities I'm going to be associated with, and where am I going to be in the future, how am I going to stand, what my legacy of generosity is going to be. All right, come on. Okay, so it's just like, just think about what you're going to do today. And so as you notice, hello, more construction, but anyway, you'll notice today here that I'm actually taking you. I decided, instead of going on a conventional motorcycle ride through the countryside, I'm going to go through Disney. We're on the backside of Walt Disney World right now. We're going to be passing by the Magic Kingdom which has Cinderella's Castle, which is pretty much what everybody thinks is Disney World, but it's just one of the 4 parks here. The property's huge, so I am obviously going to be riding on property for a lot longer than I'm going to be talking. But one of the things that made me really think about, riding here through Disney is everybody in Orlando or Central Florida area is either has worked at Disney or knows somebody who works at Disney. It's a huge impact on our area. So, I mean, financially, job-wise, everything. But, so even me and my wife... Come on, dude. Yeah, you got here first. Let's go. All right. So, anyway, Disney had a great philosophy while we were working there. And it wasn't about... it was about equality, but it wasn't about equality in the sense that I'm going to shove it down your throat. Oh, you have to accept people who are gay, or oh, you have to accept people who are Muslim, or oh, you have to accept people from this religion or that country or anything. They actually just kind of enforce that, hey, you know what? We got a job to do. We're all from different backgrounds, different areas, different upbringings. Most of us, English can be our second language, but guess what? We all still have to work together, and we have a common goal, which is to run. Oh, by the way, that is Space Mountain. Yep, one of the major icons of the area, major icons of the park. Anyway, so it's just, I don't know. It's just people just don't get it sometimes. It's like you have to work together. You have to put your ego aside, and you have to just realize that we're all here for a bigger purpose. We ain't got time for all the stupid bickering back and forth and separatism and all this stuff that we have, just because of what? Because, somebody else said it not too long ago. It's like they were talking about religion and religious wars. It's like, so basically I'm going to kill you because I think that my imaginary friend is better than your imaginary friend. Now, I know that's not a hack on anybody's religion or if you're religious or anything like that. It's just a fact. People believe different things, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't know. But this is one of the things that I did love about working at Disney. And we worked here for a number of years. Me and my wife were both managers here. Got to meet a lot of great people, got exposed to a lot of different cultures. You go to after parties after the parks, you work around people, and you get to learn just all kinds of cool things about other people around the world. And you just don't really appreciate it until you experience it. People feel comfortable living in their little bubble. They'll live there in their little bubble for the rest of their life because that's what's comfortable. There's whole freaking psychology books written about living outside of your comfort zone, and and broadening your horizons. All right, so there's whole books on it. It does actually make you a better person. I lived a very, very narrow, life for many, many years because that's how it is. I just lived that. By the way, this is the main entrance to the Magic Kingdom. Everybody's getting ready for the masses that will flow through here later on. A little interesting fact, there's over 11,000 parking spots out there. Park holds about 65,000 people. So that's a lot of fucking people coming out here through the day. And this place will be packed. If you ever want some good riding lessons to learn how to ride around bad drivers, yeah, this is where you need to come. Because if you can survive riding around here without getting run over by one of these crazy ass tourists, yeah, you're gonna be alright. Anyway, so let's get back to this ride here really quick. I'm gonna watch up here. Usually there's a lot of deer up here, and that would be That'd be pretty bad, you know, get creamed by a deer while I'm vlogging. Just trying to be a little careful here. Yeah, Disney is one of its is so unique. I mean, they're actually a completely self-sustaining community. They have their own water facilities, their own electricity, their own recycling, trash, monetary system, shit. They even got their own bank. They have their own government here. It's called Bay Lake, you know. And it's just crazy how they never really have that many problems. You don't hear about racial tension here at Disney because people just don't care about it because they've set it aside. Alright, here's some crazy people coming up. I love these roads when nobody's here. Alright. Get over here. We're gonna reach around and swing by Epcot. Try to do as much of the tour around property as we can really quick and not make the video like 5 hours long, because you know you want to end up washing your mouth out with a loaded revolver, you know, listen to me yap for a fucking hour. Oh, which by the way, yeah, I know I like to curse a lot, but I like to call that being a product of my environment, because I grew up in the Marine Corps and spent a lot of years in the Marine Corps, and now my son's in the Marine Corps. So we try to use the word fuck at least twice per sentence so that we can keep our quota up for the day. So I do apologize if cursing offends you, because even when I try to speak cleanly, yeah, it still kind of slips out every once in a while. So I'm not saying it on purpose to be offended, so my bad. Anyway, oh, nobody's even in that car. Alright, good, so I don't have to stop. Awesome. Yeah, we get Disney has their own roadside service here pretty much, so if you break down on the side of the road, they don't want people seeing that, so they'll pretty much do whatever they have to do to get you back out on the road and rolling as quickly as possible so that your broke down car is not sitting there. Just saying. I know, because I ran out of gas coming home late from work one night, and yeah, the guy was there within 5 minutes. Security pulled up. 5 minutes later, they had a guy who brought me a can of gas. Boom, having a great night, sir. I get their busted ass piece of shit out of my road. Anyway, no, he was a lot nicer about it. For those of you who never really been around Disney or anything like that, they also have their own road system here. They it looks like it's really complicated, but everything pretty much intertwines, which is great because you can just get out here late at night, early in the morning, and just ride around for hours and hours, and you don't have to really worry about many red lights or, you know, anything. I could probably count on one hand how many red lights, you know, I used to catch on the way to work when I worked out here. A lot of long sweeping curves, you know, like this on-ramp over here going over by Epcot. Nice, beautiful place just to chill out and ride. My girl's on the back, so after we get wrapped up with this ride, we're gonna grab us some breakfast and be heading over here to Epcot. So you see the sun coming up over there. Florida does have some of the most beautiful sunrises I think I've seen anywhere on the planet, and I've seen some pretty fantastic ones. India, they had some beautiful ones up there in the mountains. You know, Hawaii's had some great sunsets. California's great out on the northern coast. Yeah, so anyway, before I just keep rambling on about stupid shit, let's get back to the task at hand. So we're getting ready to go by Epcot here. Hoping to get a good glimpse of the ball. You can see it pretty good with the naked eye, but the GoPro makes everything looks like it's like 5 miles away, so hopefully we'll get a good view of it. Can't miss it. It's that big purple ball, big purple blue looking ball over there. So, and it's lit up 24/7, 365 days a year. Same with the castle. It's kind of creepy. But yep, there she is right over there. The other side of that big ass parking lot. Alright, let's get over here. Spin down here a little bit. Gonna be cruising past Hollywood Studios here. See if we can get a good glimpse of the Tower of Terror right over there behind those lights as we're going by. Yep, there she is, big old Tower of Terror. If it had been a little bit more daylight, you'd have got a better view of it. Alright, so here we're going through. We're just gonna cruise through here. There's nothing really to see at Animal Kingdom, but the welcome to Disney's Animal Kingdom signs. So we're just gonna kind of cruise through here a second. Alright, so you know how I was telling you about shit you can't make up? So we have this sign over here flashing on our right hand side. This says, "Caution, guest crossing." Now, most countries have a warning for animal crossings, you know, deer crossing, moose crossing, whatever. You know, and most other places they have pedestrian crossing. Well, guess what? You know, they don't use the word pedestrian here because that would make too many assumptions that, you know, a pedestrian would be smart enough not to fucking just walk right out into traffic in front of you. So just kind of remember that when you go on vacation, you know, when you check into the hotel, please make sure you have your brain on you when you leave the hotel. Other than that, you know, this is pretty much going to be my ride here, and I just want to end it on a good note, and, you know, I hope that this makes a really good impact, and thanks to Documented Rides for all of this. You guys have a good one.